taurai zvinetsika kuruzhinji rwevanhu kuti vanzwisisise zvakananga musangano. I would like to go back to the situation at independence because I think it is very important. We have mentioned earlier on that there was a conflict or different perspectives between ZAPU and ZANU. And as Patriotic Front, they came into the country and conducted an election on the agreement that he who wins becomes the government of the day. The elections were done, and in all elections, I want to believe that the winner is supported by the international community. And so it was that Mugabe won the election on the ticket of the support he had given to the international confidence, or the confidence that he had imparted on the international community. So the arrangement was that the warring soldiers were going to be put in assembly points. They were going to be paid a demob money, kind of a one-off payment for them to start a new life in a civilian formation for those who want to be civilians. For those who were to remain in the army, they were now going to be integrated in the Rhodesian Army, Zanla, and Zebra Army. Together, they would form this national army. And the head of that national army was going to come from the Rhodesian forces. So I think it was General Walls who became the operations commander of the joint forces, as it were. So the agreement was done at Lancaster House, and it was implemented a few days before independence, which meant that in 1979 to December to April, everybody went into these assembly points. Assembly points would say so many comrades in this camp, in that camp, in that camp. So they came into the north of the country, the eastern of the country, the southern. There were camps all over. And in the Zebra forces, there were also camps all over, which meant the soldiers were in the assembly points. And the agreement was that these people were going to be paid an amount. But if one were to look at the administration of that fund, one begins to see a lot of mistakes, not so much of corruption, I wouldn't say, but the money came in cash, in steel boxes full of cash, and it was to be distributed to each comrade as he is demobbed. There was also an element of a medical certificate for those who were injured in the war, to say this one has got so much disability, it must be given so much. So it was kind of a scaled approach to the whole business. But unfortunately, the man who was to make that decision was Dr. Chenjerai Hunji, and it gave him so much power now over the comrades. What he said meant money or no money. And so it was that a lot of money was available for those who could take it. And in my view, a lot of money went to the people who were closest to it. And those were the commanders of the day. And some of them became rich overnight. They could take over the farms or buy stuff. And that was it. But to see that, it didn't last is reflected by the fact that the comrades wanted some more. And they got some more, and they got some more until they began to ask for the land